Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity to serve you. I'm spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. But today I'd just like to say it tears me up to see the human race and the way we just discount and disregard God. Having given us so much, given us a body to live in, giving us earth to live on, giving us all the resources that we could ever need to do anything we can imagine we want to do. And not only that, but gave us, each one of us, because we would all benefit, gave us a gift so we could participate in the process of creating and causing a manifestation of all of the things that we could ever imagine that we want and we're willing to create. My. Given that we are here to have a life like that, not just that, but to glorify the invisible world, to glorify the God, to live on this earth as if we understood that all of this stuff on this side of earth is a reflection of what has been done from the other side, the spiritual side. Well, we do these things, ladies and gentlemen. We suffer for nothing. Our food, clothing, shelter, education, and health care, all covered in the things that we do. And that brings us peace and prosperity and freedom, joy in our lives. I'm saying this constantly. Our dreams met. Our needs, our wants, and desires are at our leisure. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And we do that in such an abundance that not a single American, 330 some million, I think, or whatever number, would ever suffer for anything. And the thing that would work for us here in America that would do that would also work for the globe. And it would make sure and assure that all the people on the globe would live that same kind of way. But no, my friends, the people decided that they didn't want God. They rejected God. This was something that they did not want. So they listened to another voice. You've heard a voice that says the day that you disobey God, that's literally what it meant, is the day that you will surely die. And you heard someone argue say you won't surely die. But I say today, the day that you disobey Satan is the day that you begin to live. Dying might be in the process, but you disobey Satan, you can be sure that Joker will shoot you in the head. And this is what we're here for, to make a choice. We have been given choice. We can one way or the other. And to say that you choose life, to stand against Satan, that's choosing to live. And Satan blow your brain out so you can live. Because I declare, ladies and gentlemen, on this side in the physical, we're not living. We're not living. We are causing pain and suffering to ourselves and to everyone else on earth. You see, we disregarded God's purpose for us. And we joined on with the other one's purpose. We were supposed to look out for one another as an expression of our love. That's what love is all about. But the other message was, no, you look out for selfishness, yourself. And by doing that, you're really propping up the power behind self. And it ain't God. So rather than live the kind of life where all your needs are met, you live the kind of life where you're taking stuff from folks, where you're lying and you're cheating and you're stealing and you're killing and you're terrorizing and you're causing hate and racism and bigotry. And all of these things happen as a result of what? Of people trying to get their hands on that which has replaced God. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? What is that has replaced God? It's money. Oh, yes, it's money. Now, money is a tool used by someone else. But none of us care about that. All we care is about the money. Why? Because the money would allow us to do what? Get food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, and maybe every now and then some of us might get a trip up into space so we can float around a little bit. But the problem with that is that in pursuing that money, you're going to have millions of people, even in this country, America, suffering, pains, going through hunger, lack of housing, sleeping on the streets when you seek out money, even in this country. And if it's happening in this country, you can imagine what it's doing all over the world. And even the natural disasters, the floods, the wildfires, the earthquakes, the tsunamis, the sinkholes, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, that's messing up people's lives. Don't care if you poor or rich. And that still does not get your attention. Places that have been destroyed like this have never recovered. And people are going right along with their lives as if it don't matter. People are just living down because other folks are just trying to get the money. When you need help, that's when they want to get more money from you. That's Satan. And that's the way of the world. That's Satan, and that's the way of the world. I say that most of us don't know the truth because we're listening to all these other voices. You've heard it said that there's no respect for any particular religion as far as the Constitution is concerned. So everybody got a right to do their own thing. And when you're doing your own thing, even in religion, its outcome is sort of similar to what happened January 6th. In fact, it's the same identical thing. It does no good. People arguing with each other, people fighting and killing each other. And even though the person who goes to church might not be the one that's pulling the trigger, cutting the head off, they allow it to happen without saying anything. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you give allegiance to Satan. To Satan. And when people who refuse to believe in God because they've watched others who say they know about God reflect God the way we have, so they become atheists. They don't believe in God. They just believe in themselves, which is another expression of selfishness. Except if you believe in yourself according to love, you're all right. But you will have evidence to follow. It won't be just your goodness and kindness that you're standing up speaking for folks. It will be that they will kill you. I'm going to tell you again, you don't have to worry about, if you're living for God. I know some of you said, Methuselah 960. I don't know nothing about that. I know you might say Sister Teresa, who went around doing what Sister Teresa does, lived a long time. But I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you again, when you start doing the stuff, all of it's good. But it's not going to get you in a place unless you make the choice to do the real deal. The choice to do the real deal. And what is the real deal? What did Jesus say? Everything that this earth can offer you. Everything that this earth can offer you under the systems of the world is directly from the devil. What did he tell the rich young ruler? Go get rid of that stuff. Help somebody. And come on, do the work of the Lord. Who doing that? No, all the preacher callers that are doing the work of the Lord now is to rob you. So they can have planes and jets and live in mansions and stuff while you live out there and can't even get your yard clean. Can't even mow your lawn. You think they care? Hell no, they don't care. Why? Because they're not serving God. They're serving self. They're fitting in with the world. And everything is all right with them. And it apparently is all right with us. But the message is, I think it's absolutely pathetic. It is a disgrace and it tears me up. Well, here's what we can do about it. We can choose to not continue to go the way we're going and travel a different path. And I'm talking about the only opposite path. I'm not talking about one or the others, which all together are one. I'm talking about that one special path of truth. Now I'm going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to apologize to several ladies. I would like to apologize first to Rosetta Harris, and she knows why. I'd like to apologize to Carolyn Gamlin, and she knows why. I'd like to I'd like to apologize to artist Isaacs, and she knows why. And I'd like to apologize to all of my human brothers and sisters on earth. I really would. I gave him my best shot, but my best shot was only good enough to wake me up. To wake me up that the power of your waking up is in your hand. And there's nothing I can do to make you. Not a thing. But one thing I can do to prove that I am, and that's to keep on keeping on and growing and showing, and it'll be all right. If anybody can be moved by that, that's how they will be moved. Yep. I've gone to the presidents through my form of communication, demanding that things happen. It didn't happen. Gone to governors demanding. It didn't happen. Not only that, I've gone to you, the people, and said, come on, let's make this happen. Didn't happen. So, I want to thank you for at least giving me the opportunity to make the choice that I don't want to have anything to do with this if I can't change it to make it perfect. I mean perfect. Every man, woman, child in America, and after get America, I start in the world. Then everything I mentioned to you about God, food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, and all of the things that people have, I'm telling you, baby, God wants you to have it. I feel He does, because I definitely do. And the things that will come from it, like peace, prosperity, and joy, and freedom, and your dreams coming true, your needs, your wants, and your desires met. You think I don't want that for every last one of you? I sure do. I don't want you cheating, lying, stealing, being a hater, a racist, a bigot, terrorism, and war. I don't want you to have anything to do with that, because you don't have to. But your choice is to do that. So, that'll get you the money, and that'll bring you to hell. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.